And we're back for the first time. It's your main man, Clubber D, and I got a special guest. Well, two. I got one and only, heavy on the poppy, light on the yayo, but we're going with Ernest today. But if you know him, you can call him Papichoonyayo, but we're gonna call him Ernest today. I got my main man Ernest, and our guest, the man of the hour, Myke, or should I say Airtime Myke from Bluzius.
What's up?
How you doing, brother?
Man, we good. Ernest, what's up with you, bro?
Man, bro, I'm just I'm excited about this this conversation we're about to have today because I get to be naturally curious and ask questions about something that I'm not as familiar with as I should be. So I'm just looking forward to this tonight. Like I said, I got a bunch of questions lined up for you, and I just hope to be able to introduce you to my audience and let them get to know you just as well as they know me.
That's right. That's right. And then let's go ahead and start this thing off great. So Myke, obviously you're here. We've known each other for quite some time. I want to say, shoot, since the 90s. I know that for a fact.
Decades.
We were slinging those Red Lobster biscuits back in the day.
God, don't remind me. Do not remind me.
We got a lot of mutual friends, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bajo down in Chesapeake. Shout out to his twin brother, Bay, him and Lamar, all of them doing their thing down there. But you're part of Bluzius. Let everybody know what Bluzius is.
So Bluzius, what that is it's a combination of the word black and enthusiast. And what we are is we're a group of coaster enthusiasts. We visit amusement parks and theme parks. We ride coasters all around the world. And we also do we host events where you were able to partake in last summer in down there in Tampa area. And we do that, man. We celebrate the rides and we just go out there and have fun, man. We're just hardcore roller coaster enthusiasts and diehard coaster and park fans.
So some hardcore thrill seekers. I know Ernest is chopping at the bit. Go ahead, Ernest. What you got for him?
Yeah, the topic is roller coasters, obviously. Listen, let me get straight to it. Are you the type of person that rides in the front seat and puts his hands up?
Absolutely. So, you can catch me front row, back row, middle row, side row. I'm also the guy that's gonna, as soon as the ride's over, get right back in line, do it again. I'm the guy that wants to rope drop. Rope drop means like you, as soon as the park opens, the rope drops, run to the first ride, man. Sometimes we're running like the bulls, get that first lap of the day in, come back, I marathon. Sometimes I'll do marathon challenges, which is like I'll ride the same coaster like 60, 70 times in the same day.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's who I am, man. Passionate enthusiast. And I can have conversations about like the manufacturers, ride models, coaster designers, like who builds them. Like you name a coaster, man, I can tell you who built it, typically what year it is, how long it is, the stats behind it. Is it a launch? Is it a hybrid? Is it steel? Is it a wooden coaster? All that. And so, yeah, man. Yeah, that's who we are. And our group focuses heavily on people that are like-minded that way, that look like us. Where in this medium, I say like 99, 98% of the coaster community a coaster community is like non-black, it's all white. And so we created the Bluzius to give an identity to like black enthusiasts who are typically by themselves. And now we have like a group family and it's grown exponentially. So we're happy about the progress of where we're going, and I love sharing that passion with everybody and put awareness out there that hey, yeah, black people do ride roller coasters.
And you're not lying, because I was down there in Tampa for the last Juneteenth event down at Busch Gardens, and the turnout was amazing. They put together a spot to like a meet and greet area for the first night. I believe it's like a 2-3 day situation you guys are doing, but I remember I met you guys at the bar, a little meet and greet, and then at the park you guys had a pre-coaster barbecue session, and then you guys got to ride on the rides. Obviously, I ain't riding none, but did a big group picture, and just seeing everybody from LA, Chicago area, North Virginia, DC, Georgia. So some cats are, a little older, some cats are a lot younger, but everybody's coming together for something that they love, and their passion is roller coasters. So my question to you is, when did you develop this passion, or this, I guess, maybe thrill seeking? Like what got you into coasters?
Gotcha. So I've been a thrill seeker since I was little. So I would say what triggered it specifically in Busch Gardens, Waynesburg, right? Yeah, you're negative with it, Ernest. They used to have a roller coaster called Drachenfire. It was a blue and silver roller coaster built by a company called Arrow, and the ride model is called a Looper. My parents and my family members don't ride roller coasters, and so we're visiting Busch Gardens, Williamsburg when I'm probably like 10, 11 years old, young dude, and we're sitting there. They're at this fest house watching some of the shows and entertainment. They're not going to ride anything. Well, there's a coaster that's right next to the fest house, which is Dragonfire. So I wanted to go ride it. No line. And so I just sat in the car and I just sat in the train and just kept riding it over and over again. And my mom was like, listen, hey, we're going to go, we're going to go walk to another area of the park. We're going to go here. Do you want to, so I'm like, I just want to ride this roller coaster. Like, y'all want to join me? Like, no, we'll just stay here. I was like, cool. I'm 11, 12 years old. That's all it is. What I did. I stayed right there and I just sat there and marathon it for 3 hours. Riding it over and over again. Like to the point where I can sit in each, I was chilling each road and sometimes in the front, sometimes in the back. And it's a polarizing coaster because it doesn't exist at Busch Gardens anymore. And some people didn't like it for some reason. I loved it. But that is what kind of what ignited that passion, as far as being a coaster enthusiast. And then as I, got older, like high school, even like college, going to college down and, started out in Northern Virginia. You mentioned we went to school, and then I ended up going to VCU, and then I kind of got away from coaches for a little bit, even though I was right down the street from both Busch Gardens and Kings Dominion.
Yeah, he's right
but
there.
Once you're busy getting them credits, man. You know how that is. But once we got that situated, started going back to the parks, and I was looking for kind of like a partner or somebody who could, ride with me. And the girl that I dated, not in roller coasters. And so, I'm saying, I want to go to the park. She wants to go to the water park. I'm saying, I'm trying to get on this ride. I'm scared. It's too tall, too fast. And so, so part of me is kind of like, man, I got to find, some people, man, to ride with. Cause, I used to do solo parkers. So so solo park people are people that go to park by themselves and just ride solo. And then I came across this guy's YouTube channel called, Rob's Rides. Shout out to Rob. And, he was a black, YouTuber who did comedy and rode roller coasters and talked about park visits. And so he's Atlanta based. Started watching his content. He kind of opened the door, ended up meeting up with him at this park called Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. While we're up there, we come across another black content creator. His name is Darion, Mr. King Park. What's up with you, Darion? And then us three are standing at the park at Kings Island. I'll send you this picture here, but that's the picture that ignited our there's there's three people here. We're all we're all roller coaster enthusiasts, and we're all black. And I'm like, one guy's from California, one guy's from Georgia. I'm from Virginia, but we all have the same mind. And that day I was like, we got to have a meetup, and there's got to be more of us out here. And so I did that. That's when I started recruiting. COVID kind of delayed it, and then we had our first ever meetup, Juneteenth, 2022, Kings Dominion. 32 heads came out for the first ever black meetup at an amusement park in history. And now, as you saw in Tampa, we had 119 in Tampa. And that was an actual hosted event by the park. Where the park had our logo. They catered to us. You mentioned they prepared lunch. We had our own area for lunch. We had dinner or whatever. We had our own ride takeover for the park. We had our own what's known as ERT, which is exclusive ride time. So when the park was closed to the public, we were able to ride Iron Gwazi for 2 hours, just our group only.
Killing it.
And you mentioned we call it the Toon Billy Toast. That's the meeting we had, the meeting we had the night before. And when you showed up there, how much did you spend on food there?
I think it was $3.99.
$3.99. Yeah, we hosted that.
$3.99. Yeah,
we hosted that. Free.
$399.
$399. Yeah, we hosted that, and so we had our meet and greet. So because it's doing so well, we hosted that. Got everybody in there. All you have to do is pay for your drinks, man. Food's on us.
Yep,
we got you guys. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming out, and great greeting me there. And so it's just grown, man. And now we're gonna be in LA this year for the event, but we'll have a special announcement coming out later this month also as well. I'm not sure how much I can disclose, but I'll just say this. Looking like an official roller coaster club here in about in a few weeks here, where we're going to have multiple events a year, and then a membership, and then all that kind of stuff going on as well too. Yeah, we're growing the brand.
And I got some questions about the psychology of actually riding a roller coaster, but I think I want to save those for later because, what you just mentioned to me sounds like you guys are like at a fledgling stage of doing something that's extraordinary and like you guys about to be the first to do something, right? So that's something that I always think needs to be celebrated and documented, first of all. But let me ask you this question, right? So you guys obviously, between all of you, have like crazy knowledge about what roller coaster is the best. You know, do you guys have a competing opinion with what the internet labels the top 10 roller coasters? You guys have like your own guide that explains what it is that you're feeling for each ride. Like if you guys put out something like that, where let's say I don't know nothing about roller coasters, and all right, I want to try this thing, so let me go buy my man's guide and let me see, you know, where should I start at?
Gotcha.
Do you guys do something like that?
So not specifically on that kind of realm. The one thing about being a coaster enthusiast is that like everyone's opinions varies. So you know, like you're never gonna meet somebody who's got the same top 10. And so like, because there's just varying degrees of like what a ride may do for you. Some people hold speed, right? Is their go-to. Some people call airtime. That's that ability when you're floating out of your seat on a roller coaster. Some people like theming elements, you know, like getting the experience of seeing the colors and the music and entertainment and, you know, and the surroundings around it. And then you got others that like steel coasters, some like wooden coasters. So my recommendation to you would probably be, you know, like you gotta like what would be something that, you know, for anyone listening to this is, you know, what's your pleasure? And then once we can identify like what your pleasure is, I could give you a complete recommendation like where you might like fit in or like where you want to go as far as like a park or location. We do have a lot of content creators that are in our group, like YouTubers, and some of them do have like they cover parks, they cover the events, they got guides like what you can do. I'll probably recommend my homegirl here. She's going to be in our podcast coming up pretty soon as well too. Her name is Nikki. And she's
phenomenal podcaster. She's phenomenal.
Yeah, great. Great. And her YouTube channel is called Theme Park Hipster. And what she does is she travels like all across the country and she reviews parks. And like she gives you a guide of like how to approach a park. And so like I'm pretty sure like she's been like all over USA. And so even with her, like if you click one of her videos, she can find like you can find something specifically. Take your video, do a search guideline and say, hey, Dollywood go-to guide. And then she'll have and she calls them tipsters for her thing. So like she'll have a tipster guide for like where you want to go. And then we have others also as well. Miguel, the annual pass holder, you know, his channel is called Theme Park Enchanted, and he travels as well too. Does the same thing on the one. He covers primarily the southeastern area, like Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Florida. Nice. And he can tell you all about like, in his channel will show you all about like what's the go-to, when to go visit the parks, what time of the year, what kind of rides you want to do, what to stay away from. Yeah, so like all these are Bluzius, like part of our group, and they can all assist you on like exactly what your particular taste is, for sure.
Bro, you made that sound good, like a roller coaster escort service. Like what you need, all round, a little thick in the back. You feel me? Like that sounded real good to me. Like, but you mentioned some places that I have some concerns traveling through. Do we got a roller coaster park green book? Where we know we can go somewhere and park, you know what I'm saying, and make it to and from the roller coaster?
Man, like there's so many parks across this country. And I think at the time of this recording here, I've been to every single major park in the United States except one. So and that's in Discovery Kingdom and up in Northern California. That's it. Other than that, I've been to every single park in the United States, basically. So so I can tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, like we'll get up and I'll tell you about like where you want to go and like what kind of preface you up, because like, you know, just like this niche here, Mark, we have parks are also broken up by companies. So like I think you guys have heard of Six Flags. That's a popular brand. They got right now they just acquired a company that merged called Cedar Fair. They own 40 parks across the United States. Then you have like Disney and Universal, which is more like family guided. They have another company called Hershin, which is family divided. They have parks in Missouri and parks in Tennessee. Palace Entertainment. So like there's various small parks, independent parks run by families. And those are the ones I kind of prefer. because they can kind of do their own thing and set their own rules. But like,
Nice.
yeah, so there's varying levels of like, so like, like for us here for this passion is like, okay, what am I getting a pass for? Am I getting a Six Flags pass so I can go to this park? Am I getting a SeaWorld pass? I can go to all the SeaWorld entertainment parks as well too, or will I get them both? And then we can tell you exactly like when to get them and where to get them. Because buying, I'll give you an example. You're in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. It's like nearby you. And so you can get a platinum pass to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. It may cost you like $400, right? You can travel to all the SeaWorld parks in the chain for a year on that pass, as much as you want, for included parking, access, admission. Same pass if you buy it in Tampa, it's like $200. So you just buy it in Tampa. Just buy it in Tampa for $200, and you can go to your park in Williamsburg for half the price and get the same perk.
Interesting.
so we do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, we try to figure out, okay, like what's the best pathway to go to gain access to all these parks without having, but like, we call it the GP, the general public, are unaware of some of that stuff, right? They'll come in there and they'll flex their money and they'll spend extra money that we don't have to. Where with us, like we make smart, calculated decisions because it can be a pricey hobby, but you have to be able to be smart about how you approach it in order to like get maximum benefit on like where you want to go.
There's two things I learned just there. First, to start with what Ernest said about, before you mentioned the green book, I was wondering if there are not lot lizard, but coaster lizards. We're on that, we were talking some stuff like that, but that's good to know as far as like pocket wise, you know what I'm saying, to save your money and get the best bang for your buck. If somebody in Florida and you live up here, you know what I'm saying, and you want Busch Gardens pass, just have them, tighten you up like that. So, and I want to say, I believe I met the two brothers you mentioned, the brother from Georgia. Were they in Busch Gardens?
They were there. They were all there. Yeah. Everyone I mentioned was at the Bluzius. Yeah. Was the Bluzius.
Very cool. Very cool dudes. I remember because, that's so-and-so and that's so-and-so. And I was like, okay, cool.
We did the same thing for, Dion also for you as well too. I was like, you said, what about the park? I said, don't worry about that. I got that for you. Here,
sure. Yeah, that's true.
A little bit here, save $50. Don't even worry about that. Just scan this thing right here. We're good to go.
I was taking care of it. I'm not gonna front. Like I got these. Come on down, man. Dad, you and your brother. Come on. I was like, all right, okay. They said, you got to pay for this. I'm like, man, you don't even hear that stuff. You're like, okay, all right, whatever. And then when I get there, he's like, oh, give me your stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, my man. That's what I'm talking about. My man. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, tell me why I just visualize a chartered bus, you know what I'm saying, with some people getting ready to pay a certain little price to get on the bus and make it to the destination, and got a hotel, making a deal with some hotel, some videographers riding on there to capture the whole experience. And, man, I'm seeing some stuff for y'all, man.
And I'm kind of mad. Mike didn't mention this. I believe Kings of Bean was the first. You guys went to Six Flags, and Georgia was the second. And didn't y'all set the record in San Antonio?
So we went to third event? You're right. So our third event was actually in San Antonio, Texas. That was the event that was known as Roller Coaster Rodeo. We got invited down by the park president himself. Shout out to Jeffrey Siebert for letting us come down there. And then we went out to promote their event, and we brought a record breaking. I think that one was 129. So like we were almost 1/3 of the entire event. And that,
Ernest, they on to something.
And brought our group down there, all from traveled over, had a great time. We were over Georgia, man. Like, we took over Fun Spot Atlanta, took over Six Flags over Georgia. Shout out to Fun Spot as well too. John Airy, he's the park owner there. Shout out to John Airy for bringing us, for inviting us out from like media day and giving us behind the scenes tours as well too. So I'm very, very beneficial, man, in this hobby to gain like a lot of access to certain things, and people are probably wondering like, okay, how does Airtime Myke get all this kind of stuff here? It all stems from the background, right? I'm so thankful for my guy. So the YouTube channel that I'm part of is called L to Orion. And as of today, I think we're the second largest YouTube channel in the entire amusement industry. So, so the channel's got over like hundreds of millions of views on it. Approaching like 1 billion views on it. And I think it's 200,000 subscribers. I think it's like I might be exaggerating. I think it's like 170,000 now. Shout out to my boy Ryan. He's doing a good job running that page, and I'm a part of that. So
great content. Great content.
We're
so
known
I first saw your stuff on there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, we're known as Coaster
Coaster
Idiots. So
idiots.
like, and we did vlogs, and all I did was just kind of like, take the popularity from the YouTube channel and just kind of channel it in other places. Like, it's good to be this popular, and it opened a lot of doors. And because of the success of the YouTube channel, it gives us opportunities for like other things. So now parks are inviting us out. We're getting access. We're meeting
Mhm.
people that would normally wouldn't meet, and they're looking at us like, hey, the YouTube channel is popular. If they mention it, it's going to get 50,000 views when I put it up, or 100,000 views on it. And so taking that popularity and then putting into the Bluzius and using that to the benefit has allowed us to grow even more. So
Love it.
I thank Ryan for bringing us, for bringing me on, and I've been rocking with that dude for almost like 9 years now. So shout out to that. Still a part of the channel, man. Like we still to this day get together and have a good time. We still do vlogs, and we're actually planning a road trip for this year coming up. So shout out to El Toro Ride and the crew and the Coaster man. Those are my people, man. But I'm the only black person in the of the Coaster, so like that's how I stand out.
That's how Ryan got some tint to him. He's
Blasian. You know what I'm saying? He's Blasian. You know what I'm saying? Like, his dad's Asian, his mom is black. He looks Asian.
Jordan Peele,
but he's definitely Blasian, yo. Shout out to his mom, yo. She's funny as hell, yo.
I remember reading an article about when Tiger Woods had all the women he was cheating on with. They published the text messages in a magazine, and I read one of them. The girl said, "I don't know what it is that I like so much about you." He said, "It's because I'm Blasian." I said, "Oh, Tiger, he did it, fam."
Man, Tiger killed me on that joint.
I was, oh yeah, Tiger was out there.
Who called your side piece and says, "This is Tiger"? Like I was like, "Dog, why would you?
Yeah,
why would you do that?"
Well,
Tiger was making them.
He was out there slinging it, man. He was out there slinging it with that rod, wasn't he, boy? He was hitting hole-in-ones everywhere.
Man, this topic is I got my mind is like opening all the way up right now. I'm really interested because so a lot of my people on the show don't know me like that, but I am a biomedical engineer. You know what I'm saying? So I took care of some very, very important things in America that I don't want to get on my horse about and talk about, but I am into, the intelligent side of things. So let's do a safety check, right? Mm-hmm. Do you guys have anybody in your group that understands what the safety regulations and stuff like that are for different roller coasters? Like, let's say if I get on an elevator, I'm looking for that, that quality assurance check. Like, when's the last time these ropes been checked? You know what I'm saying? Like, I do that. I can't help it. It's like, I'm looking for the paperwork. What you mean I got to go all the way up to the front desk to see when the last time this elevator been checked and I'm getting ready to get on it? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So do you guys got people in your group that, is that something that you do? Like, okay, before I ride this roller coaster, I want to see the paperwork on it. Like, are you aware of stuff like that?
Yeah. So I actually know all about that. Some of the Bluzies actually work in, like, a lot of them actually work in the industry. So we have direct ties to guys who are like civil engineers, electrical engineers, and also ride operators who actually work on roller coasters and do safety guides as well too. So shout out to my guy Josh. He's actually the lead technician out there in Universal. And so his job is to go out there and do inspections on the rides every single day. And he's got him and his whole team out there and do it. So one thing about the United States and regulatory, how it works is this: in the United States, any park that's regulated has to have a safety check done every single day. So what you guys don't see on the surface is that every day around like 6 a.m., they'll have an engineer or a mechanic, and they have to walk the entire coaster every day. And what they're doing is they're checking for like any abnormalities, holes, rust, deals, minimal wall. So if you ever go to a park and a ride says temporary delayed or not operating today, that's typically what happened. Is that they say they saw something in the morning and the ride's closed for the day. So while the people are mad and people say, "Oh man, it's broken," I'm like, "No, it's a safety issue." So they use drones. They use drones to check these things out. And that's done. They have to do a performance check. They have a checklist done. It's every single day. That's USA Parks, all of them. So if a ride's open, I already know that it's already passed. It's morning inspections going around, and plus, and so this thing is called IROC, which is a safety system check. So so when you ride roller coasters, it's the way they check your restraint. Not all park have them. Some, like most of them do, but not all of them have them. Systematic check, right? So they have to do a visual check before you even step foot to load it into a train. Then they walk the platform to check your seatbelt, to make sure your seatbelt's on. That's the primary restraint. Secondary restraint is your lap bar. Then they come on and check your lap bar, and then they check again, do a visual check around the entire station. I mean, there's nobody around you. There's nobody coming through, no kids running, nobody on the track before they can even dispatch, like a train out. And that's done every ride cycle, to ensure that the safety is going on. And then even when the train is gone from the station going up the lift hill, they have ride ops and people that are in the booth that people don't see working. They're also checking for safety as well too. So doing things like this, people like putting your cell phone in your hand and doing selfies. If they stop the train or they stop the roller coaster, that's why. A phone being let loose, moving at 60 miles an hour, strikes a person's face.
Yep.
Can it could be worst case scenario. So yeah, they do all that. They do all that, and so I never have to check anything as far as going on because I already know in here in America, whatever, how most parks do it. Even in Canada, I believe parks in Mexico and companies wise, how companies are regulated. It's just like Disney and all that kind of stuff. They're all done early in the morning, and then sometimes they'll stop the ride mid afternoon to just do a performance check to make sure everything's going correct the way it's going on. And if you want a detailed version of that, on our YouTube channel, El Toro Ryan, we have a series called Problematic Roller Coasters where we actually teach you all about that. So like you can pull it up, hit Problematic Series, and you pull up a roller coaster and we'll tell you who the manufacturer is, how they were developed, how it was built, what are the safety requirements going on there, what block zones are, which is the safety system that prevents a train from derailing. We'll teach you all about that. So that way people are not scared, I should say, or they feel safe riding roller coasters, which is
I'll try to put a link in the description. I'll try to put a link
driving a car. Oh yeah, absolutely.
For that. You got another question, Ernest? I was gonna
No. I'm processing what he's saying.
Because this is a two-parter. First is, with you saying that and how they pre-check everything, and when you know a coaster is down, is because something obviously is wrong. I want to say that I was single-handedly responsible for us stopping a coaster going back and forth one time. I think it was not the Joker's Jinx, but I think it was Two-Face at Busch Gardens in PG County. Well, I don't know where was that? Is that Landover?
We talking about Six Flags America.
Six Flags, not Busch Gardens. Six Flags. There we go.
Six Flags America.
Yeah. I remember we were there. Yeah. We're sitting in, strapped in, but that ride has another people right in front of you. You're facing them because it goes back and forth. And I never forget, I'm next to Jimmy and Brandon. You know them, and they're cracking up because I don't see it. Across from me, this girl first gets in the ride. And she requested to get another seat, so that seat was open. And there was a big chunk of snot on the little seat thing. So when it was going to go up and down, it was going to fly in my face. So I said, whoa, time out. Brandon and Jimmy were like, no, keep going. We're like, no, let's keep going. I screamed like bloody murder. Stop! Wipe that up.
Yeah,
and where that Six Flags was, they didn't want to do it because we don't want to stop that. Wipe that up. So it was those are one of the funniest things ever in an amusement park when I used to ride rides. But
bro, you can't have no snot up on your face, bro. That's nasty.
Oh, if it would have been my face, I'd own Six Flags. You call it Clubber Flags. But you talked about in America how they check things. They have certain regulations. So the people don't know, the Bluzius group travels, okay? They were in Japan last year, or was it earlier this year? So the regulations, is it different when you guys went to Japan? And please explain that trip, as far as your top coasters and all that good stuff when you guys went over to Japan.
So Japan, I'll start with the Japan regulations first. Mm-hmm. They're actually way, way stricter than in the USA.
Nice.
So
okay.
It was I'm trying to put this in a way. So we had first of all, Japan, that was probably the best trip I've probably ever taken. Like on a coaster trip. I love it out there in Japan. We'll delve a little bit into where we went and that kind of stuff. We were there for 2.5 weeks. And we're able to visit pretty much every major park out there. But we also left a few days open where we just wanted to experience the culture. So we partake in all the museums and with all the castles and Nagoya, Osaka, Kyoto, Shibuya Crossing. Like we did all that kind of stuff while we did it all while we were out there.
Awesome.
But like the way they check, so the way Japan is so, I'm not trying to complain about this, but like it's overly protective. Like when you're there. Like they check your stuff like 3 times, like when you're on there. Like there's a ride. The problem with that is like it slows down the dispatch time, so the lines are longer because it takes them longer to get the coaster to go. So normally in America, I say like a 2 to 3 minute dispatch is like good. Like if you like from the time the gates open up for you to get on the train and leaving the station, if you can be in and out of there in 3 minutes, that's really good. If you're like 90 seconds, like 60, 90 seconds, that's impressive. In Japan, it was like 7 to 10 minute dispatches. Because they would check your restraint, check it again, have you check the restraint, have you tug and pull. And then it was like seat belts, another seat belt, another seat belt, and then another restraint, and then another seat belt. It was just like, man, it was like almost redundant.
Heaven.
Yeah, it was like almost redundant. We had to take our shoes off. I'm talking. It was crazy, man. Like you gotta take what? Like, yeah, you gotta take your shoes off. I'm like, you can't ride with your shoes. Like it was just like no loose articles to give you. It was crazy, man. So that was crazy. Like how so you have to be patient with some of the parks out there. And especially Fuji Q. But no, it was outside of that, like how they check their how they're overly protective with their safety. That was. If you've never been to Japan, anyone listening to this, I can't recommend it enough. It is by far, in my opinion, one of the best cultures that I've ever seen when it comes to cleanliness, professionalism, and just polite and ease. Everything's in English out there. You don't have to know Japanese to get around. Everything's like touchscreen, so you can eat. And when it comes to the American dollar, it was just cheap. Cheap would actually devalue what it is. It was inexpensive compared to the American dollar. I think we went over there with the expectation to spend like, a couple $1,000s while we were out there because it's 2 weeks. I think we spent like $400 on food over 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks. And we were eating like A5 Wagyu steaks and all that, man. Like the American dollar, like the exchange, like how it is in Japan is incredible. So like, and everything is inexpensive there compared to like 7-Eleven open 24 hours. You can get a bottle of Bacardi for like $7. I'm just like, that's how it was. I'm saying like, you can go there and get a bottle of Bacardi for like $7. You can eat steak dinners for like $6. I mean, it's unbelievably affordable. Travel, everything subway and train and like subway bus. Didn't take a rental car anywhere. Never needed one. Like a train takes you everywhere. $2 for the day. I mean, like it's just $2. So well organized, man. Like it's so well organized. Like it was just the only thing that's expensive is the flight, getting over there. But when you date a flight attendant, its flights don't cost that much at all.
Okay.
So
perks you got.
So perks is good. You know what I'm saying? And then and if you date said flight attendant and her dad happens to work for corporate Marriott, then hotels are.
What are the odds? A flight and hotel, like when a cousin work for Uber,
man.
like how does that?
Kind of won a lottery on that portion.
Yeah,
but did. We went out to Japan. We wanted to experience a few parks out there. Tokyo Disney Sea is known as the best Disney park in the world for Disney lovers. And so we wanted to go out there and experience it. Amazing, incredible park. That we visited Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea, went to Universal Studios out there in Japan also as well. They visited like a whole bunch of other small parks, Fuji Q Highland, Nagashima Spa Land. We visited everything, man. We went to Nagoya, Kyoto, Shinjuku Crossing, Tokyo. We took the bullet train a few times, man. Like that was kind of crazy, going like 180 miles an hour and like you don't even feel like you're moving. So I feel like that was insane. The food, outstanding. The people are amazing. Respect. There's no trash cans anywhere. That was an adjustment. And then learning like there's a non-tipping culture in Japan.
Yep.
So when you eat dinner, like you don't tip.
Yeah, they get paid a working wage over there.
They get a paid a working wage.
Right in. I know some
It's
people that
actually
will fit right in.
disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Unfortunately.
It's like disrespectful to tip. Like
It's like that in Europe as well.
absurd.
Really?
It's like offensive. Like when you do, it's like offensive when you do it. So
It's like that in Europe, too.
somebody in
I'm
our
telling
party
you,
I
boy.
forgot about it, man. It was like they like chased out the restaurant, like gave it back to like no. It's just like you just don't do it. We also visited the Tokyo Sky Tower, which is the third tallest building in the world. Went to the top of that.
Mhm.
Got to see all of Japan. I found out about Japan, Tokyo. Found out that Tokyo is also, I think, the largest like city like that exists out here. It's massive.
Crazy.
Like population wise, it's like massive. People walk the crosswalks. They don't jaywalk. It was just just in the escalators, man. Everybody's on the left side. If someone wants to walk by, they're on the right side. They line up for the subway. Nobody talks in the subway. It's just respect. And then everybody who works in
I would love
Japan
that.
wears the same clothes. Like everybody wears like these. It's like khakis or black
Uniform.
pants, a white shirt, like a white type shirt, and like brown and like black or brown shoes. Every job.
Huh.
So that way you can't discriminate against anybody based on what they do because they all wear the same clothes to work. So it was
Interesting.
eye opening to see like how their culture was and how their technology like advanced it was and how beautiful it is out there in Japan and their proficiency. Didn't see one piece of crime. I didn't see one cop. Didn't see one crime. Didn't really see a lot of kids either. That was my other takeaway too. There's not a lot of did not really see any kids in Japan like at all.
Japan has one of the world's oldest aging populations because I think like
weird.
it's like the average like 120 years old or something for a couple of places out there. Yeah. There's documentaries about why the people are living to be so old and they didn't make enough babies. So their population is actually, I think it passed like a critical level. That's how bad it is.
Huh.
Yeah, they need people to get pregnant.
They need more. Yeah, hey, bro, I had a whole bunch of homeboys that were stationed over there. And like, they was the women was buying them cars, bro. All my dudes had cars bought for them when they were stationed in Okinawa. I'm telling you, man.
Reverse simping.
Japan is where it's
man.
at.
And these Japanese women are gorgeous, man.
Swallow your culture pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta swallow your culture pride.
You have to adjust to living the lifestyle, man. So it's they're like the way they live is not like here in the United States, right? Like they don't have like houses with yards or anything like that. Like they live in like small, little bitty, like stacked on like apartment like style buildings. Yeah, it's weird like that. So like they're encouraged to like not be at home, if that makes sense. Like they're encouraged to like kind of go out and about and kind of like be social. And we saw that, like it was witnessed. Like I couldn't tell you like you can't go. Here's the fun: you can't go a block without seeing a 7-Eleven or a Family Mart in Japan. And when I tell you there's a vending machine within 5 feet of you at all times, is not cap. I'm not even like exaggerating that. There's a vending machine like full of like drinks, food, whatever you want, like every 5 feet.
I always want to do like the ramen, like get the ramen, like I heard like 7-Elevens are on point over there too.
7-Eleven is like is not like 7-Eleven here. As a matter of fact, I don't think I can go back to a 7-Eleven here. Like you walk in there, man, you can like you can get sushi made. You can get like
damn a 7-Eleven.
It's crazy. Like you can buy liquor, like full on liquor, the chicken and the steaks, and like get all that stuff. Like that's 7-Eleven. It's crazy.
The McDonald's,
we would go there every day.
Fried chicken tastes different, bro. I'm telling you, Dion,
they got different ingredients. Dion,
so much better.
Ernest, Dion, we ate every single day in Japan, and it was gone for like 17 days. We came back 12 pounds lighter.
Because it's real food. Ain't none that
like real food, unprocessed. It's not bad. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, I'm eating like all day, every day. It's just so inexpensive. And we came back 13 pounds lighter. I was like, how did that happen?
And the portion size, probably because you were doing a lot of walking, and the portion size, there's not like
big.
portion size here.
They're not poisoning their people.
Big.
Oh, the portion's big?
They're not trying to make money off of medicine.
It's crazy, man. Like the quality of their food, like it's not like here. It's not like processed fried. Like you can barely find any fried food out there. which is what I like, man. So like even like breakfast in the hotel was like salmon, steak, eggs, stuff like that, shrimp, and like with rice, put it on the side, like ramen pasta. Do what you want, man. It's like a buffet style. Pancakes, everything, man. We were loading up on breakfast, man. And like I wouldn't be hungry. And because of the vending machine, literally a vending machine, like every 5 feet, you know what I'm saying? Like you can drink what you want. And I had this thing called a Squeaker card. It's like what you use out there, like a Squeaker card, like for your purchases. You can use that to like travel, use that to buy your food. It's like a credit card out there, basically, but you can load up as much as you want on there or as little. And you just tap it. And that's it.
No.
If you got an iPhone, it's on your phone, your iPhone. You can just tap it. You don't even got to open the app up. You just tap it. So you want to buy something, you just tap it and you just walk out. It's crazy. I'm just like, man, we are so behind, at least in that technology. And I came mad, man. Like, I came back home with like money still on the Squeaker card, and I was like, man, I gotta do something about this. I gotta spend some of this yen. I was like, I can't do nothing with it when I get home. I was like, what am I gonna do with this yen when I get home? Man, I thought I had it in here, man. I was trying to find that my little Squeaker card. I thought I had it in here. I don't. I think, but man, that thing is like a credit card. Yeah, I got it right here. It's like this is what you use in Japan, man. It's like your Squeaker card, and that's your income. This is your income in Japan. This pays for everything. You want to eat food as well. And that's it. You can load up, and it's like you can check the balance by just tapping it on your phone. It just pops up. It just tells you how much is on there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know it's some dudes that'll take that and go and swipe and get them a robot. You feel me? That's the dudes that I go and swipe and go get a robot. Like, hey, man, I don't want nothing to eat today. I just want to get this robot. I'll catch y'all in 2 days. No, man, listen, I'm so glad you mentioned the difference in the safety standards between Japan and the United States. That was primarily one of the reasons why I was talking about the safety thing, right?
Okay.
So I know you mentioned Orlando. Like Orlando had like 12 to 15 incidents where people were injured or hurt or worse last year, and that just makes me wonder because if, not everybody who's doing their job is doing it to the best of their ability. Let's put it that way. Right. So you got people who don't do the checks all the way through. They do, they maybe take a shortcut here and then things happen. So I feel like at this point in time that there are actually too many accidents for the level of intelligence that we have at this point in time today. Like you could take an AI machine and strap it to the seat of the thing, and it should be able to give you some diagnostics about what's going on with the roller coaster. We're at a point now where there's no reason why we should be having safety incidents. So I know that I think it sounds like in America, we would prefer to get the body cycling through time-wise versus taking the safety precaution and making sure for sure that we are not going to be held liable for something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, well, I will say this: a lot of the because I'm familiar with all the ones, the accidents that all because like we cover it, like because like I'm also a co-host of a podcast where we do like news, like in the coaching thing. So I'm a coach of Coach Cuddy podcast. A lot of accidents, though, when you guys look at them, are on the public themselves, like meaning that. So you probably saw the guy who was just walking around in the little tunnel for the like one of the rides. He's just walking. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy is just sitting there just walking around. I'm just like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you have people that like to jump the fence where with a big sign that says, do not do this. And they jump the fence. So like those are the ones that are like tough to handle that, that people just like primarily like don't like at all. And then you have like on ride ones, which are extremely rare. The only like major one I'm thinking like death I can probably think about with the drop tower with Tyree that happened at the fun spot for that tower's gone now. When the big boy, he was like 350 pounds. He should have never been in there. Weight. He was too heavy in his restraint. And the manufacturer who actually built that drop tower, he when it got back to like where like something like when they bought the ride, it was fine. But the park calibrated the restraint to verify at a higher level. So that should have never happened. And that responsibility fell on the park. So the machine did its correct job. Ride Op did its correct job. Whoever programmed it the right way, because they shouldn't be allowed to do that. And that allowed for some issues going on, like for him to call, this should never happen. And it was like on film, so but that drop tower got taken down, even though they own so many of them across the world, and they all modify, and it didn't have a seatbelt on either as well too. So it was just like a 12-volt, and it tilted. Like it was a tilting drop tower. But he was he was way too large. Like I mean, like there's a video. Don't watch the video of him coming but you can watch the video of him like when he's on it, like sitting on getting checked, and it comes down, and like you can tell it's like there's no way that this thing is gonna he should verify on that. And the manufacturer of that restraint is called Fun Times. They build these kind of rides, and they got drop towers everywhere, which has never had an incident prior to that one, and to this day still hasn't had an incident except for that one. But he was it has a weight limit, which is like 300 pounds. He was like 350. And then it has some rides have height requirement. I think he's like 6'6". He was like 6'5". So like he was almost too tall. He was overweight, and they had really kind of restrained. It was a perfect storm. And then like when it got to the top, it tilted, and he was still on. But like when it started to slow down when he was falling, because the ride thing dropped like 85 miles an hour. But when it was like hitting the magnetic brakes, that's when he slipped through. And then like that was awful. Like that might have been like like one of the worst things you ever see. But anything like outside of that one, usually it's some. I don't want to call people dumb, but it's reckless people who my hat fell off on the ride. I can see it over there. I want to get my hat.
Natural selection.
They'll try to go get their hat, and then the train will come by. Bam. A roller coaster come by and like hit them, all because they're not patient enough to wait to get their hat or their cell phone or whatever items over there. They make the wrong decision, even though there's safety warnings saying do not climb the fence, do not jump through things. Just notify the ride operator and get your hat or your keys when the park is closed. That's the sacrifice, right? Get your life, or you can wait till 11:30, 12 o'clock when they go out there and they go, and it's when the ride's off, closed, whatever. Then people walk the property and they can go get your stuff. But yeah, I hated hearing like some of these incidents here as well too. And then we had the one at Stardust where recently here at Epic Universe where the young man lost his life. He was riding, and he shouldn't have been on the ride because he was paralyzed from the waist down. And he was on there as well too, and he had like weak bone density, and the ride has a lot of forces on it. So it was just paralyzed? You have to be able to get in and get out on rides.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so like you have to be able to physically kind of like be able to like unassistedly be able to kind of get in and get out. You can still be someone who's got like an ailment and that kind of stuff as well and still ride.
Right.
But they have those parameters on purpose, so that way if something, if the ride happens to, not malfunction, but like if something, it gets stuck in a lift hill and you have to get out for like an emergency, like sense. You have to be able to get out. Like when like they can like release whatever, manual release it, you have to be able to like come out unavail to get out. So like they have this whole, but like he was a wheelchair bound gentleman, and his legs were like really short, and he had actually got denied like 3 times prior to that, before getting on. And then somehow he was able to get on, and then he came back, and like his body had like his body is he doesn't have upper body strength, like where his rib cage area is lower level. I'm mentioning all this because like it's important for me to understand like this is one of those situations where the ride did cause the incident, but the park was also found not fault because they did exactly what they're supposed to do on the ride. Like safety wise, the ride functioned perfectly fine, but the way his body was with the low muscle density, he had like hit his head. He came back. He's like his body had like flailed where he couldn't like keep himself up because of the way his body is dimensions are. And then after that, they changed their policy on like wheelchair assisted height and then like bone density as well too, just to avoid that in the future.
Yeah,
but yeah, Ernest, you're right, man. Like none of this stuff would happen, man, because like no one should ever go to an amusement park and not walk out of there ever.
Right.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like ever. You know what I'm saying? Like ever. Like we're here to have fun. You shouldn't go to a park and like have
let me switch this up, man. Let me switch it up because I mean I might have went a little too heavy on the people for that one. Like,
hey man, like, you know what I'm saying? We're just telling the truth out here, right? But they're safe.
We put Stephen Hawkins on an inverted roller coaster, and just so his heart rate could go up.
Is he? Is he gonna? Are you ready to ride?
Come on, Stephen Hawkins, let's go for a ride.
Hey, are we gonna have the illusion? I check my restraint.
We saw
I want you to ride faster.
They're trying to get his heart rate up.
But man, I like his voice. Shout out to Stephen Hawkins, man. I read his book, man, A Brief History of Time, and I read that in 9th grade. I read that in 8th grade.
Nice.
You know, it's some people out there that I'm sure that when they was coming up with roller coasters, they was trying to see what they could do, man. Like, listen, I'm gonna make this angle so hard that it makes somebody pee on themselves, right? Because like, look, so like I like water rides and things like that.
Okay.
There was a particular water slide that they had in Jamaica at this resort that I went to, and people knew that when you went down there, your ass was gonna fall out the back of your booty. Cause you hit that water and you smacked the ground actually. Like they got the degrees wrong. Like I don't know what they did wrong, but you blow the back of your butthole out every time you come down this slide. You hit the cement. And I know everybody knows about it. They just be sitting there watching, right? So I just be wondering sometimes if some of these people are trying to put in, trying to make it to a point where it's gonna cause a reaction. Like we're gonna make somebody throw up today.
Yeah.
We're gonna make somebody pee on themselves today. Bowel movement loss.
I'm going. I think I'm going on a cruise to Jamaica like sometime next year. I may have this. I got to find this park because like now, like I kind of want to get on it.
I'm telling you, bro. When you get,
I kind of want to get on it. I just want to see what happens.
You know how to put a cushion on when you hit that because I'm telling you, it just dropped right up out of there.
I'm scared, man.
Broke on ride.
Yeah. But no, man. So look, okay. So I got an idea for something like that. So obviously, shout out to the Civil Rights Act. Us black people here in America was the ones who said that handicapped people should have accessibility, ramps, you know what I mean? Things to be able to put them in the pool. Now we can't promise they could float, but we got something that could get them in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Safety. So we did the accessibility thing. Like, so could you see virtual reality devices being able to give you the same thrill? Because I've seen some stuff online where some guys put on these VR masks and they're supposed to like walk a line, but nobody never makes it off the line. They end up falling and they mess up some stuff in real life. And some of those videos are hilarious.
Mixed with some 4D
you think
stuff.
VR could take over?
Take over? Probably not, but I think it'd be a nice alternative for someone who can't do specific things that have limitations. I would certainly think that'd be kind of nice. So like that's kind of like what's that? What they used to call that thing, man, with the virtual glasses on there, beginning with when I was at Lamar's house. Lamar's house. He had me doing that, doing boxing. Yeah. That's how I was down there.
He brought you to
Oculus, the Oculus. It was the Oculus. He had me put on the Oculus, and he had me doing that with the boxing thing. I wouldn't mind seeing some of that. I mean, we do have rides that are like that as far as like 3D virtual reality. Like you just put on the goggles and you just kind of take the experience on there, and like you sit in the chair and like it's like the simulation where the screen is activated, but you're in the seat and the seat's just moving up and down, left and right. But what's in front of you is doing everything you want to do. And so like there's a whole bunch of those routes specifically just for ADA people, which is accessibility, disability access is the ADA pass. So like people that, that don't have access to that, like they have their own like platform for that. And there's also now an ADA park. There's one actually located out there in Texas near the Dallas area where like you can actually, if you're like wheelchair assisted, you can put your wheelchair on and ride, and it's like the park is specifically built for those kind of people. Like you just put your wheelchair on and just strap it on and you go on a little swing ride in your wheelchair, and it's designed to do that. So they are.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
I can see a couple of charter buses taking some handicap accessible people to that park. You know what I'm saying?
Got zip line, they got a zip line, they got swing, they got it all, and like you can do it all from wheelchair.
That's pretty cool.
There's also so like. That's actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, Ernest, because like that's actually a good alternative and option for like people, because anybody can have fun out here, right? As far as I use roller coasters and theme parks as an escape from reality, right? I call it controlled chaos, right? It's chaotic, but it's controlled. So it's fun, but it's a good escape to get away from okay, I gotta worry about work today, the bills, clean the house, laundry. We all got it, right? Saying like, I'm trying to do this bed and this laundry, these dishes today. I just want to just have fun. And so stepping out to a park is my way to kind of like get away from that, from the quote unquote real world, and then come back. Like when I leave the park and okay, I'm back to get in the car, go back to real life. But I've got my taste and I'm fulfilled, and now I'm good to go. I'm kind of reset. Let's continue to keep going. But I like the fact that everybody can do that now, and so being able to have the virtual reality and those kind of access, and being able to have those kind of parks, I would love to see more of it actually, just so that more people can actually live the fantasy. It's like, hey, safely though. When I'm walking the plank falling off, then I'm, like in their chair thinking that it really fallen, that'd be scary.
Right.
Like walking the plane and like take the glasses off. I want to take the glasses off.
I could dig
It's
it.
okay. You're safe.
I got a 2-part question for you since we're on the topic of parks. First one is Cedar Point as hyped up as everyone makes it to be? And second, what would be your Mount Rushmore? Only 4 roller coasters you can ride to the end of time. What would those 4 be?
So, okay. First part is Cedar Point worth the love. So Cedar Point is known as the roller coaster. Cedar Point is known as the roller coaster capital of the world. That is what they call themselves. So so you get in a ride, you go to the park, they say, welcome to the roller coaster capital of the world. And that's exactly what it is. They got 19 roller coasters. Most of them are record breakers. Or 18 or 19 now. Yeah. All of them are like record breakers. All of them are first of a kind. Like, it was the first park to build a roller coaster to go 200 feet, 300 feet, and 400 feet. That park was. They were the first ones to do it. It's located on a peninsula and island. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's a resort style, 2-day park access, one of the busiest. I think it's the busiest regional park in the USA, like seasonal regional in the USA. That's open. So yeah, it's like that. Saying like you're gonna, when you go there, you're gonna ride some things that you've never ridden before, and they're gonna push limits, 400 feet, 120 miles an hour. Like 300 feet, 95 miles an hour, 6,000, almost over a mile long. Like, yeah, you're gonna get those kind of rides, like at that park. So like, and it's on the beach. It's scenic. You got a coaster that literally like goes on the side of a beach. You got a boardwalk. That is the flagship park. Like when it comes to like standard in the USA, like as far as like for like a roller coaster park, like that's the best one. Like that, like their collection is just incredible. Mount Rushmore. This is tough. All right, so number 1 for sure would have to be the Voyage. It's my favorite roller coaster. This is a wooden roller coaster that's located at a park called Holiday World, and it's in a real place called Santa Claus, Indiana. That's a real place. Look it up.
I think I've heard of that.
So the Voyage is a wooden roller coaster. It's the longest wooden coaster in the world with one lift hill. It goes up to over almost 70 miles an hour. The roller coaster is so good that it has an annual event every year, one time a year, where the coaster operates with the brakes turned off in the middle of the ride. They turn the brakes off in the middle of the ride, and it just flies through it. And all the coastering enthusiasts from all around the world come to this event called Hollywood Nights. It sells out in 5 seconds. That's how popular it is. It's capped at 1,000. It's like only 1,000 people can go, and it sells out in 5 seconds. That's how hard it is to get into the event. And so it's called trimless, right? Like so the brakes are there to slow the ride down. So in the middle of the ride, it slows it down a little bit because the entire third half of the ride is all downhill in the return trip. But they turn them off during this event, like just for the coaster enthusiasts, and they run the rides at night. And so it's in the woods, pitch black, in the woods. It's a crazy ride experience. Like that is, there's nothing like that. I would also say Pantherian, also what used to be in Timber 305 at King's Dominion. 300-foot coaster is the most aggressive and the most intense coaster ever built. 300 feet, 5,100 feet track, 93 miles an hour, 40 seconds. It's insane. Like the thing is just absolutely crazy insane. The other one I would say is this shirt I'm wearing right now from Japan. You can't see this, but this says Ejinaika. So this is the one I rode in Japan. It was my bucket list roller coaster. It's a it's a 4th dimensional roller coaster. There's only 3 in the world that are like this. So what happens is like the seats are 3 in the world. So like the seats, it's a wing coaster style seat. So the seats, so the track's in the middle. The seats hang on the left and the right of the track. Okay. There's nothing below you. The seats rotate as you're going through elements. So like you drop you drop like 200 feet and the seats are rotating in a full like circle as you're going through the event, sometimes forward, sometimes backward through the elements. So you might be twisting, you might be turning left, but then you'll flip backwards as you're turning left, and then you'll turn right and then flip. Yeah, it's whole time. You want to talk about craziness, man. Like that thing is just.
Yeah, so needless to say, make sure you don't eat any oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah.
Nah, that was worth the trip to Japan alone. To go ride Ejinaika. Then the 4th is tough. I'm trying to think what's in my so you were there for ERT for Iron Gwazi down at Tampa. Love that thing, man. Like that's the best version of that ride model, which is incredible, man. But I'll probably have to go with recently, man. I just love Stardust Racers. So like Stardust Racers down there at Orlando, which just opened up like this past year. That thing is incredible.
That's man. The one that had the incident on it.
Yeah, but the roller coaster is so good. I mean, like it's a dueling racing coaster, and it's absolutely. It's a racing coaster, man. And it's got a soundtrack on it. It's got all this airtime on it.
Damn.
Plays Miller's got this new ride element. It's called a celestial spin, and you're dueling the entire time, and it's a multi-launch. So you start the launch, and then the Miller ride you launch again, and then you're also interacting with the coaster next to you. So you're weaving it out together. You're going through each other. It is an immersive coaster experience when you ride it. So I'd probably say those 4 would probably be in my Mount Rushmore. I got a Woody in there, Steel of Dueling. A hybrid, and then Ejinaika is just this thing right here is just man. But I like that though. I like intensity. So that's what I like. I like intense rides.
You only had one roller coaster that's on the top 10 roller coasters list. The Voyage was the only one that's
only one on there.
Top 10.
Yeah, Voyage is up. I'm not sure anything is ever going to beat the Voyage. Personally, I just don't think it. I just don't. For me, at least, I don't think anything's going to beat that. I love wooden roller coasters. The park the park like retracts it all the time, so it runs smooth. They take good care of it, and because it is just insanity, like what a wooden roller coaster can do. I know it just shouldn't do that. It's just so. The engineering, so you talking about you went to school for your engineering, like the engineering on it is crazy because the coaster is going up a hill the entire first half. You just don't know it. But like, cause like you're going through tunnels and stuff like that, and there's like 8 tunnels on this ride, like 7 or 8 tunnels on this ride. It's the only coaster that gets faster during the ride. Most roller coasters are run on gravity, most of them, unless it has like a launch inside of it. But most of it's gravity. That's all it is. So like once it drops off a hill, it's just gravity, like that pushes it on through, like for the whole ride. And so you can't stop it until you get to like either a mid-course brake run where it has like an actual like brake section on it, and once you pass that, it can't stop again until it gets back to the station. But it's just gravity. So momentum's going to slow down, obviously, like the more you keep moving with the gravity. Well, the Voyage is like the opposite because it's engineered so well that when you drop, do all of the second half, you come back because the entire like second half and the third half is going back down the hill that you came up on. It speeds up, and it's just doing so many different elements on there. It's got I think it was the first coaster to have like 90-degree bank turns on a wooden roller coaster. Airtime hill. It's a mix of everything. It's got speed, it's got intensity, it's smooth, it's got laterals, it's got eject airtime, float airtime, length. It has the whole package when it comes to like a roller coaster. They made the perfect roller coaster, and it's in a park that no one listening to this is probably ever going to go to. Out there in Santa Claus, Indiana. It's a real place.
Yeah. Okay.
It used a place called Holiday World. The park has theme sections. It's got a Christmas section. It's got a Halloween section, a Thanksgiving section. Christmas. The Voyage is located in the Thanksgiving section in the back of the park, and it is universally recognized as like most people's number one. Like when they go to the event, like when they come off this thing and they're like, I've never done anything like that before, and it's pitch black. It's at nighttime. You can't see anything. Like you can't, if you put your hand in front of your face when you ride it, you can't even see your hand. It's just complete darkness out there at night. Like try to ride this thing, 70 miles an hour. Ride that experiencing elements.
So I can't see the torture. I'll probably ride that.
You can feel that thing too.
I got a unique kind of way I would like you to answer a question for me, if you could. This is like a perspectives type question, right? So, for example, I'll tell you about me. Okay. I'll go get on the roller coaster, right? Just so I ain't no sucker. I'm gonna go get on the road. I'm gonna get on.
So you're not Dion. Right? You say you're not Dion. Okay.
I ain't no sucker.
Sticks and stones.
I could peer pressure could get me on the roller coaster.
Oh, not me.
I don't do anything that just goes up and just goes straight down. I don't do that. But so for me, if I get on the roller coaster, I'm trying to get as far to the back as possible. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, this is kind of how how the question is being. You get on the roller coaster and it's making its incline. You know what I'm saying? That thing is like tick 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 tick.
Oh, it's the worst.
Tick. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I feel some tension building up, right? So I'm closing my eyes all the way through this thing. I ain't gonna hold you. It's gonna have to be it got to be a surprise to me. Now, I would like for you, if possible, to walk us through what it is your brain, what's happening in your brain as you're going through your roller coaster thing. Are you going into like some sort of analytical mode? Are you going into some sort of judgmental mode, or are you just like, you basically getting ready to bust a nut?
Yeah. It's like more to that latter, right? So like going up lift hill, I'm typically, if you're riding next to me, I'm probably talking to you. Just have like a conversation. I'm probably be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, man, like when we get off this ride, man, you know what I'm saying? Like we're going to go like look over there, or I'm like taking in the scene. It depends on like how many times I've ridden it. If it's the first time I've been on it, there's anticipation because unlike most people, I don't watch POVs of any roller coaster that I've never been on. So I don't want to be spoiled. So I don't watch anything that I've never ridden. I haven't seen the POV of the park I've been to. I've never seen like what the layout is. Seen some off-ride stuff, but I've never seen a POV of anything that I haven't been on. I don't spoil myself with that. I want the experience. So if it's the first time going on it, anticipation, right? I'm like, all right, let's see what this, you know what I'm saying? Like going to the lift field, it's called a lift field. So we're going to the lift field. I'm like, all right, let's see what this thing can do. And I'm like looking at the layout of it. Okay, I see there's a hill over there. There's a turn over here. That looks kind of fun to see how that goes. And then once we drop, you know what I'm saying? Hands are up pretty much 100% of the time. And I'm just in the moment. Hands don't come back down until the ride's over. So like I just let the coaster do what it's supposed to do. I don't hold on to anything. I just let the coaster do what it's supposed to naturally do. I just let go, and just let it all happen. Feel all the forces, take it all in. And then I'm just, screaming out, you know what I'm saying? Like, woo, yeah, let's go fast. Oh, I like that. Or like something happens, kind of calling things out, get back to the brake run, hands are down. Usually I'm clapping, right? If something that I like, that's if I like it. Then you got the reverse. Okay, Ernest, I'm going to give you both perspective. Then you got the reverse, right? Where I'm like going left field, same anticipation, right? I'm excited. Can't go through. But if a ride that sucks, I'm just like, the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the hype was about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a heightened level of like disappointment. Like that was rough, or I hit like a pothole, or something's going bad on, or like a janky spot, or like a pull. Now I'm getting angry and upset. Now I'm holding on. You know what I'm saying? The hands are down. You know why the hands are down? Because now I'm trying to like keep myself from getting hurt, like bouncing around, because I can't let go on a bad ride because it's gonna just throw me everywhere that I don't want to be a part of. Or if I'm like got one of those over the shoulder restraints where you like head banging left and right. Now I'm just trying to focus on. I got to keep my head straight and just like not do what I can to lean my head as far forward as I can, not to bang my head. And then I get to the brake run. I'm just like, that sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably not riding that again, but I got the credit. That's what we call it. So like when you ride a roller coaster and you do a full circuit, that means you got the credit. And then as coaster enthusiasts, we count credits. So if I get on a roller coaster and I ride it full through, that means I've got to do coaster credit, which means that's one additional coaster credit. How do you count them? So we have spreadsheets. We have a spreadsheet and we have apps that count it for you. That's going on. I'm currently sitting at 573 roller coaster credits across the world.
It's like, so you guys got a little race going on that?
Bro, we have let me tell you something right now, man. It's like a thing. It is a thing. Like people are like, man, I'm trying to get like, people do milestones like, hey man, I'm 18 away from like 600. I want, you know what I'm saying? Like I want Velocicoaster I'll eventually be my 600. So like they'll ride stuff like that and like final coaster they haven't been on to get to like 599. And then like they'll schedule a trip to like Orlando to walk in the park and make sure that one is their number, like their milestone credit.
So the coasters, like a certain coaster, get more for one. Like say if this coaster is better than the other.
It's just a flex. So it's like a flex thing, man. Like people. Okay. See, it's like a flex thing. It's like, oh yeah, my 200 was. I went to Cedar Point and rode this. Was my number 200. I went to Hershey Park and rode Wildcat. That was my number 300. You know, like that's their flex. One of our guys, he just got back from Gadea, the new park out there in Gadea.
Yeah.
Hey.
And he wrote
that. My number 500. I took your mama with me.
That's how it be. I'm dead serious. Like people be, that's how it be, man. And then others be like,
got about four coastal lizards waiting for you at the bottom.
Yeah, bro, waiting on you, boys. Like, what's up, girl? What you got? You're saying like, who's that? Like, hey, don't worry about him, man. He only got 100 credits. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about him. He died like he still got 300 to catch up, bro. He didn't even make to the West Coast yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
I like it. I love it.
Oh man, that would be. Oh, I can see so much fun happening. Like, yeah. You know what? Next time I go to Tennessee, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna pay a lot lizard. I'm gonna pay for it to get in, and we're gonna do a photo on and make that like a you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like what you call them scavenger hunts.
Not the Mile High Club, the Coaster High Club. You know what I'm saying? Be part of that too.
Hey, listen. So like we have like there are things, right, as you go to that, if you go down that road, there are things that are called like park credits, right? That's when you like have sex at a park, like somewhere in the park. And someone's like, I've got that park credit, like that, like like the guests, like the guests
can't be lying on your credit. People do not be lying on your credit.
But it's one Pierce School, like, yeah, you can't lie on the credit. Like, yeah, I got the park credit over there, like at night in some kind of like area off in a little side station in the back room somewhere. All right, people like they do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. They find ways, to take this hobby and build it up to be bigger than something it should be. You know what I'm saying? So like we be out here like doing that crazy shit and doing stuff, man. So like, yeah, that's a thing. Then you got people that lie on credits too. They'll call you out.
Yeah,
so
what about lying?
There are people that lie about their credits, right? So without going down a dark road, there's another like kind of like another group out there that they kind of like something that we do. They kind of like followed our footsteps, and their leader was like, he was on a coaster one day, and he's like, yeah, trust me, you know what I'm saying? I got over 500 credits, and I was like, hold on, hold
your horses.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm at like 485. And I've been in every park in the United States because the USA only has like, if you ride every coaster in the United States, which is, I mean, I'm talking like if you go to some Frisco, Texas area that has like two janky little things in the corner that you're saying like, yeah, two janky little coasters at a little kids park. And like, that's a coaster credit, but like, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you happen to ride them all, I think it's like 550 in the entire United States. So, and he's there about the country. And so he's like, I've got over 500 coaster credits. Everybody called him out because they're like, "What do you mean? You just started riding coaches like a year ago, bro? And like you ain't been to Cal, you ain't been to Texas, you ain't been to Pennsylvania, you ain't been to Florida, you ain't been here, you ain't been in North.
Do you double up on credits?
Like, don't. Nah. You mean double up?
So one like, ride, that's it. You can't ride again. So you got two.
Now, here's the thing, though, right? Okay. It's funny you just mentioned that, right? Like I got a podcast that I'm recording tomorrow because this credit thing, right, is a big topic of debate of like what is a credit and what's not a credit. So I'll give you an example, like because you just mentioned double up. I'm gonna give you an example of like how some enthusiasts will try to do that. There's a roller coaster at Kings Dominion right now that's called Dominator. Okay, Dominator is a relocated roller coaster. It's in the front of the park. Great ride, by the way. It used to be located at a park called Geauga Lake in Ohio. It was built originally in 2000. That park closed in 2007. It was bought out by Cedar Fair, the company that used to own like Kings Dominion and all that kind of stuff. Right now they've been merged with Six Flags. Well, they took it apart, transported it, and then they put it back. They relocated the Kings Dominion in Doswell, Virginia. So there are people that will say, I rode Dominator in Ohio at Geauga Lake, and then I rode it again at Kings Dominion, even though it's the same roller coaster. And they'll say it's 2 credits, even though it's the same roller coaster. Now, people like me, I'm like, once I ride a roller coaster, it doesn't matter if you relocate it or not. I've already ridden it. So it's only one, like I can ride as much as I want, but it's only one for me. I don't care if you relocate it or not. And then you got others that will triple up in a ride. I'll give you an example of that real quick.
Triple up on a ride.
Six Flags America, you were talking about Two-Face. So at Six Flags America, they had a ride there called Firebird. All right. So so originally that coaster was located at a park in Illinois called Great America. It was the very first like stand-up coaster, like one of the very first ones by that manufacturer. It's called Iron Wolf. Then it got relocated to the park in Maryland. Okay, because people don't really ride stand-up coasters anymore, so they got relocated, got a new name, paint job, whatever. And so it was called Apocalypse. Okay, and then about 3-4 years ago, they converted from a stand-up coaster to a sit-down coaster. Meaning, like all they did was just the track hasn't changed. They just changed the seats. That's all they did. They made it a floorless coaster. That's all they did. All they did, take all the stand-out seats, put in the sit-down seats. There will be somebody who will say, I rode it as Iron Wolf as a stand-up coaster in Illinois. I rode it as Apocalypse as a stand-up coaster in Six Flags America. Then I rode it again as Firebird as the sit-down, as a sit-down coaster in Maryland as well. And they'll count it as 3 credits, which I think is absurd. It's just one.
To play devil's advocate. To play devil's advocate.
What do you call it, like 1.3?
Yeah, changing locations, yes, I get it, maybe, whatever. But changing your experience from sitting down to standing up, I think should warrant something. I would at least say, same track, but maybe it feels different standing up like I'm on a Shockwave. If I sit down like I'm on a Rebel Yell, it could be a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Same ride. Just the trains are different. Same ride.
You know what? Can we just rate it on a curve?
This is the thing, right? So like that's why it's debatable, because there's no law for this, right? So Ernest, like there's no law for this. There's no. This is what it is. It's just that it's a thing that we do in the coaching community, and then somebody might see that as 3. I've written it 2 ways. It's 1 credit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wrote it as Apocalypse, I wrote it as Firebird. Same ride, same layout, nothing changed on the track. It's the same ride, and so I'm okay with it. Now if you change the track layout, everything on the ride, and it's a different roller coaster experience altogether, that's a new credit. Take Kings Dominion. They got they used to have Hurler. Wooden coaster at the park, whatever, in Wayne's the corner. World. Wayne's World. You know that is. Yeah. Now it's Twisted Timbers. So a company came in, remodeled the ride, put steel coaster on it, changed the entire layout of the ride. It's not even the same ride anymore. Like changed the entire layout. It's got steel on it now. It's not wood anymore. The layout's different. It's a hybrid roller coaster now. It's like it goes upside down 3 times. It's nothing. Yes, it's nothing like what it was. That's a new
credit. Was just that's it.
That's all it was. And this is now called Twisted Timbers, which is one of the best rides in the world. Like now, so and they now the drop is a barrel roll drop. It's got it's smooth. It's steel track on top of a wood track. It's a whole different ride. That's okay, because that's a whole new ride. Like that didn't exist. But if I were to take the trains off of off of Hurler and change them to like another train on there and still do the same layout, nothing to change for me. The train's different. I mean, that's we don't care about the train. But the layout, the rising's the same.
Speaking of train, Japan has the world's fastest train, right? Is that something that you would be interested in riding on one day?
Oh, we rode it.
I feel like you already rode it.
So, yeah, the Shinkansen. I can see your video of that too. Yeah, we rode this. We rode the Gold Shinkansen while we were out there. We sure did. We took it from Okinawa, I think, all the way up back to Hineji, where the airport is. So like Hineji Airport, I think I'm saying it right. So bad with the name. But yeah, it was like 500 miles, 2 hours. It's great. I was like it's I clocked this thing. Hold on. I think I got a picture of it. I think I clocked this because I was trying to screenshot exactly how fast we were going at the time.
And this is like that would give somebody a blood clot.
No, it's like a actually not at all. You don't even know the train's moving. That's how like smooth it is. It is crazy to like kind of explain.
Mile Train Club. I try to do the same thing.
I'm trying to find it. I'm literally trying to find out exactly like how fast you were going on this train. Because I screenshotted it like while we were on it on the odometer. But I think it got to like 206 like while we were on it, and I was like, I cannot, and like you don't even know you're moving unless you look out the window, and it's just like man, this thing is moving fast, but you can't even feel it. Like you like
every
you just
bug it runs into. Oh, poor mosquitoes.
I can't even.
They won't even. They don't even know what hit them.
Nope.
You know what's crazy, Ernest? You talk about safety. They've never had an accident. They've been operating since like 90 or something like that, or 80 or 89.
Yeah.
On the bullet trains.
I need safety.
Bullet trains have never had an accident. Yep. No incidents at all.
I need safety. Meanwhile, out here, you get oil spills and
everything.
Chemical birds.
So one of my closing questions for you, Myke, is for somebody wanting to get into the game and say, you know what, I'm going to break my fear, or you know what, I'm going to prove everybody wrong and just hop on a coaster. What type of coaster would you suggest for beginners?
So I would definitely go with a family style attraction, like a coaster that does not go upside down. Mm-hmm. So like if you're just getting into this thing and you just want to like get a feel if I'm going to like something or not, I'd recommend something. There's a coaster at Park in Dollywood. It's located in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I'd ride something like Big Bear Mountain. I found it. I'd ride something like Big Bear Mountain. That is what I would recommend. That right there it's a little launch coaster. Grandma can ride it. Grandpa can ride it. Not too fast, not too slow, smooth ride, little hills, nothing over intense. I think it's like a top speed of like 45 miles an hour. You know, it's not going to break. It's comfortable. All that. And
sounds like the Scooby-Doo at Kings Dominion back in the day.
Oh man, I missed that thing, man. It's still there. Now it's called Woodstock Express. Yep, it's called Woodstock Express. They're still rocking it. And I would get on that. I would recommend that one. And like that would be the way you'd want to go. I found this thing. I found that screenshot. We went, I'm circling back to that. We went 174 miles an hour on that train. Jeez. Got it right here. I was like, got it right there. Got that screenshot. We were going 74 miles an hour, and that was for 11 miles in a row. Like that's what that was. We were going that fast. So I was like 254 feet a second. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's like on a train, yo. Yeah, like the Shinkansen. Tell you something, man. So here's a new fun fact about the Shinkansen. If you are a foreign traveler now, they just came out with this like I think a couple of days ago at the time of recording. If you are a traveler from out of Japan, you can ride it for free. That's new. I wish they would have had that when I was there. I was like, yeah, but you can, you can ride it for free now. If you are interstate travel, you can ride it for free. Dope. I'll do that. When I tell you we were riding that thing and like you don't like, I'm talking the smoothest train ride I've ever like. We're just sitting there. I'm like waiting for like you're going that fast. You're like, okay, I'm waiting for the it's just like I'm like, when are we leaving? And it was like, and she's like, look outside. She said, we're moving. I'm like, man, this thing is it's like magnetic. Like how the technology for it. It is incredibly, man. Like I loved it. Rode that thing like 3 times. 174 miles an hour. Like consistently. Like that's how fast you're going. It's crazy, yo.
I'm all in. I'll do it.
It's crazy, man. You go 400 miles in 2 hours. I mean, like it's just, you want to go like, it's just like, man, on land. You know what I'm saying? Not even like a plane. It's like just poof. Can you imagine that? Like you and I live in North Virginia. We can go to Charlotte. And we can get to Charlotte in 2 hours and then come back the same day. 2 hours. 2 hours out of Charlotte. Yeah, come back. I was like, I ain't come back.
Where
are you going? I'm going to Charlotte, man. Get there around 11 and get back on the train, man. Get home at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's nothing. Pretty easy.
Well, I went to Charlotte, man. Hung out for a little bit and came back. He's like, what? Yeah, took the train, man. $5. We doing? We suck here in USA, man. I really do. Like just on the public transportation, man. Like Japan, like ruined public transportation when I got back here. I'm like, man, we are doing it so wrong here. Like we got to get this right.
I hear you. You got any more, Ernest? I'm about to wrap it up.
No, man. I think I got enough information to, like I got the hamster wheels are running around in my head right now.
Oh, I got some ideas. We're gonna talk offline. We're gonna talk offline about some stuff, especially we'll see if I'll ride a coaster here pretty soon when it gets a little warm out here.
Listen, we got our event this year. Got this event this year. You both are invited, June 12th through the 14th. And anybody listening to this can go too, because anybody can go. June 12th through the 14th, we'll be in Los Angeles for the Bluzius event. He can check our Instagram for all that information as well too, and our website, which will be up probably by the time this recording comes out.
I'm gonna put all that stuff in the link in the description.
And come on out to LA, man. We're going to Six Flags Magic Mountain. We're actually going to the park with the most roller coasters in one park. So Cedar Point is roller coaster capital. This one has the most. It has 20 roller coasters in the park. So like we're going to the park that has the most roller coasters in the park, in Six Flags Magic Mountain. And so we will definitely be able to find anything for anyone at that park to ride. Family ride, thrill, anything you want. Like they have a variety, one of the best variety packages of anybody. So Ernest, come on through. Dion, come on back out to LA. I'm saying like we're going to downtown LA too as well too while we're out there. So we're going to go out there and have some, have a good time, man. Vibes will be high.
Let me know for sure when because I know you every week. You're always traveling when it gets nice out to a different park.
Yeah,
but I know you do Kingston and Busch Gardens a lot. So let me know ahead of time, and we can all kind of link up and do something, local, and maybe I can, get my feet wet. Before
I'll bring y'all come to my home park, Kingston, and I'll show y'all a good time. Very popular the park, so I'll give you guys the special access. You won't need a fast lane. I'll just stay with me. Okay.
Hey, just so I make sure I understand this right. So riding a train, the little kids train at the zoo don't qualify as a credit.
That is not a coaster credit. That is not a credit.
Right. What's the site? What's the app or whatever that you can start your credits? Like, where do you?
It's called. Yes, the app is called Log Ride. Is what it's called. LOGRID. Log Ride is the app. So you can download the Log Ride app, and what it does is when you're in the app, it has a list of every single park in the United States. Actually, it has a park of every single park in the world, and then it has a breakdown of the roller coasters. Then you can type in it if you've ridden it or not. It's like yes, no, yes, no, save. And also, anyone who's signed into the account, if you do a search for them, you can find them as well too. Like, so you found me, you would say, "Oh, I see, Mike he's been to this park already. He's got all the credits at this park already." And then it'll go down like that you wrote it or not of the park. And so honor system.
That's where
when you're on a log ride. But most coastering, I would say 99% of the community is it's like our thing, right? Like we're very keen on I gotta get the credit. It's like if you don't get it, you'll be like, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll get asked about it. You'll get asked about hey, did you get that? Did you get that Pantherian credit in Kings Dominion? That out there, oh yeah, that's great, cool. What happened to you in that first turn? You understand? They'll ask you because when somebody when somebody asks that question, because everybody if you've ridden it, you know exactly what happens on that first turn. It's what happened on that first turn. You're like, it's no, what happened on that first turn? They'll call you out. You're saying
they be shaking folks down, bro.
Oh, they shake you down, bro. They'll ask you because if you wear a shirt or a coaster shirt, whatever, right? Let's say you wear a coaster shirt. If I'm walking around, I'm wearing this shirt right now, right? It's Edge Nyke. So if somebody walks up to me and they recognize the symbol, oh, okay, I've seen you've been to Japan, you've been on Edge Nyke. Because you can't really wear a shirt of a coaster if you have not been on it, because you will get asked in the park about it. They'll be like, oh, that's cool, man. Tell me about Edge Nyke. It's and I could be like, oh man, fourth dimension coaster, man, sits in the back of the park, man. That first drop's insane. It's got a song, little chant, and I'll go about it. Bro. We got some things, man. You get called out on, man. If you get called out.
You think you ain't no grip.
I'm wearing like a big bad wolf shirt to the Kings and meeting. Like, oh, you rode that back in the day? Yeah, I rode big bad wolf Busch Gardens, man. I know about the Alpha guys. What's up? What you trying to say?
Yeah.
What you trying to do? What's up?
What you want to do?
Apollo's Chariot. What's up? What you trying to do?
That ride sucks. You talking about, man? Why you wearing that shirt? I'm dead serious, man. That's how I be, man. Like, you bought that shirt. Like you want to be proud to wear that shirt that you rode that. It's like, hey, you're gonna be proud of. Like people will say that to you, man. They call you out. It's great. I love that stuff, though. I love when that happens, though.
I love all types of. I like how the group is started from like like witty banner to now it's like for real. Like, nah, bro, you can't be false flagging on some coaches you ain't ride.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
They'll come for you. They'll come for you for sure.
Hey man, y'all are the bosses in the industry. You set the rules, you set the tone. Whatever it is that you want to create, make sure you put a stamp on it. Make sure you get it in writing. If you got to trademark some stuff, do that, fam. Because ultimately, somebody got some money somewhere, and they'd probably be pretty quick to go and jump and do something. Yeah, so make sure you get all y'all stuff together, man. And I'm rooting for you guys, man. This is pretty cool. It's interesting.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hopefully some people will give some people something else to think about.
That's right. Bluzius all day. I'm gonna say it too. I'm black and blue in the face. I'm already black. Just gotta get the blue. So we're gonna be we're team Bluzius. You god dang it. We're gonna once that website's up, we're gonna get some.
We got a song, right? We can play it right now.
I know you sent it to me.
It's on Spotify. It's on like Apple Music. So like, if you want to hear the Bluzius song, my man Breelo, he's the one that lays the track for us. Try just type in Bluzius song. You can build a song, man. Yeah, we got a song. We got a whole song and everything. Official song.
Remind me, so I'm gonna put the link. I'm put the log ride on. Put the link in the description when I post this. So we'll definitely have that in there.
Appreciate
you know what? I'll see if I can play the music as we're heading out too. I'll see if we can do that too. I'll check. I'll work some magic.
Sure can, man.
Okay.
Look up right there, man.
Myke, I appreciate you having me. Let them know one more time where they can find you.
All right, so y'all can find me so you can find me personally on Instagram. That's Airtime_Myke. That's Myke with a Y, MYKE. You can find the Bluzius on the everywhere basically. So you can find Bluzius on. We have a Facebook group, which is the Bluzius. We have our Instagram site, which is the underscore. I think it's just Bluzius, the Bluzius on Instagram. The website should be up at the time it's going on here. Don't know the official website, but like we'll link it in the bottom for you. But just do a search for Bluzius. That's BLUSIAST. And you can also find me on the YouTube channel ElToroRyan. That's ElToroRyan. So ElToroRyan, Coach the Idiot. And just type in Airtime Myke, and you'll see me standing there and a lot of.
Did he cut himself?
Oh man, he killed it. Hey, you know what? Let me tell y'all where y'all can find me. You can find me getting my 200 credit sitting right next to your mama at the park in Williamsburg, in Virginia, where the first slaves was dropped off at. You can find me over there with Sojourner Truth. You know what I mean? No, man. Y'all can find me at Papichoonyayo. We got a lot of cool content coming. It's not just boxing. We're well-rounded individuals. We know a lot about a lot of stuff, and we're naturally curious. So, check us out. Check our interviews out. See us in person. We're saying cool people that you see on TV.
That's right, man. I'm your man, Clubber D. Shout out to Ernest for popping up. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to our man, Josh from 86 Boxing. He's going to have a lot of good stuff. Listen to that. He got a song out now, too.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jack Johnson.
Got the Jack Johnson rap song. Showing him love. Like so, we're hanging out with the people who, like doing fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, please, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you like some of the clips, I appreciate you. But, give us a like and a follow. And, till the next time. I would say y'all be amazing, but I want to steal that from Amazing Lucas. So until the next time, be cool. Peace.